Here we go.
We are here at 248 Isle of Skye, just to give you a quick breakdown on the inspection report. Starting with the roof, it's original roof, 1997, architectural, fiberglass asphalt shingles. They're in decent shape overall. As you move forward, considering the age, I'd probably pay attention to the roof over the next 4 to 6 years, because that's the time frame as you wind down towards the end of its expected life, where it's a variable. We don't know how long it's going to last. There are some areas that have some granular loss and some areas that need some maintenance, but overall it hasn't had any long-term leaking problems, and the accessible areas of the attic look dry to me. So I'm going to have some roof maintenance items listed in there, but I think you got about 4 to 6 years left on it before you have to start really thinking about it. When I was in the attic, I took a look at the decking and the wind mitigation specs, and the specs are good for the wind mitigation report. So remember, when your insurance company quotes you on insurance prices, they may ask for that report. I've taken the information. I'll have it available at our disposal later for you if you need it. Moving on to the structure, they've done a good job. They painted up really well. There's hardly any cracks in the stucco, which is pretty uncommon. Normally you got a lot of them. I've got like 1 or 2 at the back. The exterior did really well on the inspection. A couple of parts of the lanai screen itself is ripped at the top, very small areas, and there's a couple of areas where the aluminum framing is not secured to the patio properly on either side by the screen doors. Probably happened during the hurricanes. So you just want to do the maintenance on those. But other than that, structure really inspected well. This house has 2 AC units. One of them was the original from '97. That's the downstairs unit. It's a 3.5-ton train. That's a unique system because the heating on that system is a hydronic heat system. So you've got a 3.5-ton train for cooling and a 4-ton air handler that works with the water heater. The water heats the coils and produces heat, so it's called a hydronic furnace. That one is nearing the end of its life expectancy, so I would start budgeting for air conditioner replacement. We don't know how long it'll last. It's in decent shape and it worked today, so I would pay attention to that. The other unit is newer. I don't have the exact year. I've got to look up the serial numbers on these because they're very unique, but I'm going to guess within the last few years. And it performed well. It's a 2.5-ton Frigidaire model. They look to have replaced both the upstairs and down, and they went with a heat pump replacing the hydronic heat system for the upstairs. The reason was it looks like they had sustained some water damage on the upstairs unit, and you could see it at the ceiling in the downstairs area where water came down, and you could see it in the air handler closet. But you can also see they replaced the air handler support when they changed the unit. So the damage that you'll see in there, know that it's older damage. Okay? So the air condition performed well. Both of them did, heating and cooling. Moving on to plumbing. This is pretty typical and standard plumbing system. It's CPVC pipes, that's your distribution. No problems with it. I have some minor plumbing issues, but I'll have them itemized in the report for you. Nothing to lose sleep over. The big picture is the plumbing looks fine. On the electrical system, the same thing. I have some minor electrical stuff, but the big picture looks fine. The electrical stuff is maybe like 5 or 6 small items like maybe a missing cover here or there, or painted over some of the plugs in the house, that type of stuff. But you got 200 amp service, and everywhere I checked looked to be in pretty good condition. There's really nothing else left to go over here, so I'm going to get your inspection report over to you, and I'll have everything over to you tonight sometime, hopefully.
Thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate it.
Same here. Thanks, team.